Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess, chief cook, and doggy mama here in the paddy wagon with my cup of coffee.
Yay.
I almost thought earlier today that I was too full of food to drink any coffee, but then I took the dog for a walk. I'm feeling much emptier now, so it's perfect. Anyway, hi, Janice and Renee and Michelle and Dawn and Raptor and Danny. Nice to see you. All right, so we're in a little tiny hole in the side of the coast campground.
We are a hole in the side of the coast.
Pretty much.
Yep, we're in
Long Beach, Washington.
Long Beach. Is it Long Beach
This
or
is
Longview?
No, we're in Long Beach, Washington. This is actually the little community of Seaview.
Seaview. That's the word I was looking for. Seaview, Washington. Yep. That's what I said. Washington. So, welcome. And
I hate to point something out to you. Your backdrop is not perfection.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Well, it's kind of hard.
Well, there we go.
Ooh.
Nope, even worse.
Okay.
Nope, you can still see behind the backdrop. Y'all will have to just live with it. If y'all could only see the colossal mess that our camper now is.
There it is. Now you can't see behind
Okay,
me.
there we go. Anyway, so yes, we're in a little hole in the side of the coast campground in Seaview, Washington. But
yeah, we're only what?
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, this is like literally, I mean, oh my gosh, first of all, if you're gonna close your pool and hot tub for renovations, please don't do that during camping season. I mean, do that in the winter.
Yeah.
So there's no pool or hot tub access. I don't care about the pool, but the hot tub access being gone, not a good thing.
Yeah, but we are only out.
We're like a 5-minute walk from the Pacific Ocean, literally.
Yeah, right.
In fact, Daisy dragged me into the tide this morning.
Yeah. So there's that. Well, welcome really everybody. Cool. Octopus, I saw you jump in. And who else?
Angel, Michelle, Renee, and Donald, and Danny, and Michelle, and Janice.
All the usual suspects.
And Janice really wants a t-shirt with that Bigfoot and the coffee mug. We'll have to look into doing something with that.
We'll have to look into that.
Oh,
so
I had an idea.
So tonight we're going to be.
What do y'all think of my fingernails?
We're going to be
Renee. You inspired
they match your dress.
Me. You inspired me.
And hi, Jay. Tonight.
Have we ever met you, Jay?
I don't know. It looks new. All right. So
welcome to the crazy crowd here.
Yep.
And Squatch America.
And I am going to preface tonight's show how we usually talk about Bigfoot. We have a really great show coming next week. We have an eyewitness coming on with us who's going to talk about their exciting encounter.
We've been trying to get him on for months.
Yeah,
by the way.
But so he'll be on next week. So we'll have an exciting encounter. But this week we're gonna talk a little bit about how Bigfoot can save lives. It's going to be a little bit different topic than usual, and we're also going to be talking about
how you can help that.
How you can help and what we're doing and all that blah blah blah. So this last weekend, last Saturday, was it Saturday?
It was Saturday, yes.
Yep, last Saturday.
Right before we drove here.
Yeah, we went and joined the Fallen Outdoors with their Oregon banquet. In case you don't know what the Fallen Outdoors is.
Thank you, Donald. I think the nails are gorgeous myself.
Yeah. So
glad you noticed, my friend.
So I think this is what they were She
Yeah,
was
that's
talking
what
about
she wants a
t-shirt
T-shirt.
with the
Yes,
coffee,
I,
drinking
I
Bigfoot.
think we could, and I could probably put like a Squatch America hat on that coon head.
You know, we could. That'd be pretty awesome. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about the Fallen Outdoors, and if that logo looks familiar to you, we're going to talk about that. So, but before I go any further tonight, I want to tell you guys this episode is brought to you by the number 22.
Did I do that right?
There you go. But this is actually brought to you by the number 22, and
And that
that'll
number,
be significant
yeah,
later.
it's a very important number. So let's talk about the Fallen Outdoors and their ongoing relationship with Squatch America.
So, in case you don't know what the Fallen Outdoors is, and if you're new to the channel,
You might not.
you might not know, but
They're shockingly not well known, and they should be well known.
they should be. They're a national organization, the Fallen Outdoors. And what they are, we actually did a video, if you want to go back and we talked with one of the
pro staffers.
One of the staffers about it. But what the Fallen Outdoors is they're a veterans group that help veterans.
They're VSO, Veteran Service Organization.
Yeah, they're a veterans service organization, and what they do is they take veterans out fishing and hunting,
boating, camping,
beading, outdoors,
cross stitching.
But mostly outdoors,
archery.
And we are Squatch America is the Fallen Outdoors Bigfoot division, basically.
I think it would be helpful to explain where the Fallen Outdoors came from.
Okay, so
the story behind it.
The story behind the Fallen Outdoors. Well,
once upon a time.
Yeah. This came from the Afghan War.
There was a boy from Somerville.
Yeah, there was a young man from Somerville. That's my hometown. We're not talking about me. We're talking about a way younger generation than me, who was in Afghanistan, and he was deployed with some friends. And usually in the military, your teammates, your platoon mates, your squad mates are all from all over the United States, kind of crammed together, and it's like a band of brotherhood, brothers from all. Well, some of his comrades were from New York and New Jersey and
city boys
who had never been hunting or fishing or anything like that.
Or anything beyond going to the local campground for a weekend.
Yeah, and trying to explain what it was like to go hunting was hard. Anyway,
well, they had no framework.
Yeah, and growing up in the mountains of Eastern Oregon, where I grew up, we would go hunting all the time, kind of a daily thing almost. So
the point wasn't even to get anything; it was just to go hunting.
Yeah. So, or fishing.
Whatever.
It was just a constant thing. So he said, when we get back from our deployment, we're going to go out, and I will take you to Oregon, and we'll go hunting and fishing. And unfortunately, his friends from New York did not make it back from Afghanistan. They were killed in theater. So when he got back, he decided to start the Fallen Outdoors
in their memory.
So the Fallen Outdoors is set up to take.
It's now a nationwide organization. Yeah. So he really did follow through well on that.
Yeah. So it's a national organization, and we take veterans out fishing and hunting, and now Bigfooting. That's what Squatch America's part in the Fallen Outdoors is. We are actually considered staffers now of Fallen Outdoors, so we're part of the staff.
And by the way, when we say staff, this is not paid staff. Every single person in the organization is completely 100% volunteer.
They have no
payroll. There's
no payroll for anybody in this organization. They are completely volunteer made. Done. So that's another thing.
And by the way, I want to respond. Raptor, they do not have their own coffee line. If they had their own coffee line, you'd think we would be drinking whatever we got from Grocery Outlet last week. No,
they don't.
No,
Squatch America has it.
Well, we have a coffee roast available from BigfootCoffee.net. But anyway, that's a great idea for them. They should develop their own coffee.
Yeah.
Have a subscription service.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
So anyway,
moving on.
So last year we actually took a veteran out, and he had him and his 2 young boys. We had stuff happen. We had some stuff happen. In fact, one of the times we were out hiking with them, we actually had a tree pushed over in the woods in front of us.
We have a question in the chat from Lee Warner. It says that I'm a veteran. Is there a Wisconsin division that I can volunteer for?
Absolutely, there is.
So
go to Facebook and look it up. Yeah.
So actually go to the Fallen Outdoors.
It's the Fallen Outdoors.
The FallenOutdoors.org. Look them up. You can use their contact form there. That would be the easiest way.
Yeah. So she just threw that in the chat. So you can volunteer for them. And so here is the experience of the tree being pushed over with us and the veteran, and Hannah was explaining the woods to some young boy.
I hit 8-year-old little dude.
Yeah.
What was that? No, there's something there.
Something pushed a tree over, it sounded like.
By the way, that was the 8-year-old saying, "Can we leave?" Not me.
Yeah.
I have been totally, what's the word I'm looking for? I've been totally maligned by people saying her chance out there to see one and she wanted to leave. No, that was not me. It was not me at all. It was the 8-year-old. In fact, he grabbed me by the leg and started pulling me back towards where we had parked.
Yeah. So there's that. Anyway. So, what we're
later on, he puked everywhere.
Yeah, he did, because he was scared. It was
scared,
crazy.
Spitless.
Yeah. But anyway, the vet had a great time with us, and the reason we take these guys out, and we're going to tell you why in a minute. We're going to share some stuff with you. These are some of the comments that the Fallen Outdoors gets after people go out on these outings and talk about them. Anyway, the comments that they get, we're going to share some of the comments
as soon as we share some other things.
What do we got to share?
We have commercials.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, the normal
so
things.
Right after this station,
right after this word from our sponsor.
Right after this word from our sponsor, as soon as I find our sponsor.
Hello, Bigfoot enthusiasts. Hannah here from Squatch America, and we want to welcome you to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, where mystery meets adventure. Introducing the Bigfoot Encounter Museum, the ultimate destination for all cryptozoology enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Step into a world shrouded in legend and intrigue, where the mysterious stories of Bigfoot come to life. Our museum is a treasure trove of artifacts, exhibits, and interactive displays that delve into the fascinating history and folklore surrounding this legendary creature. Get ready to embark on an immersive journey through time, exploring the captivating tales of eyewitness accounts, footprint casts, compelling documentaries, and so much more. You'll be amazed as you unravel the mysteries and evidence surrounding this elusive and enigmatic creature. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, the Bigfoot Encounter Museum in Cloudcroft, New Mexico promises an unforgettable adventure for all ages. Come and create lasting memories as you immerse yourself in the world of Bigfoot lore. Plan your visit today and uncover the secrets of Bigfoot at the Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Your journey into the unknown awaits. Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Discover the legend, experience the mystery.
You know, my favorite part of that place is the vortex, the swirling vortex that you have to walk through to get out.
Yeah.
I love it. I walk through it with my hands up going, no hands, no hands.
Yeah, right. Until you fall over.
I
It's
have
weird.
not fallen over. You can't go through it because you'll puke.
I know, it's horrible.
Anyway, hey, if anyone is interested meeting us at the Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum, unless things dramatically change in our lives, which we're not necessarily anticipating, but you know how life goes, we are planning on being back in New Mexico in October. So just keep that in mind if you want to make a trip of it.
Yep.
Renee wants to know if Fallen Outdoors has an energy healer division.
I don't think so.
Hey, you have not been keeping up on PTSD treatment modalities, have you?
Nope.
Well, you should. Renee, I'm sure we could work something out.
Okay. So anyway, we want to get into some of what the vets have to say about their activities and going out with the TFO, as we call it. So I need to flip this button. And so here's one.
Oh, is that supposed to be? Okay. I've had the chance to get out with people again and actually feel like I'm functioning doing so. My anxiety in large groups is slowly dwindling thanks to the groups of vets I've met. My husband tells me all the time I'm a completely different woman than he married, in the most positive way. Obviously spoken by a female veteran.
Yes. And there are those.
Quite a few of them in TFO.
Yep. So here they even have some like all women outings too sometimes, which is kind of fun. All women camping trips. But this is kind of interesting. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of vets do have problems with crowds.
Too much to watch for, and it overwhelms their hyper vigilant mode. It overwhelms it, and they don't know where to look, and so they just shut down. I've seen this happen. So
I want to tell you, I'm coming from a lot of experience. I did 2 tours in Iraq myself, and you got to be hyper vigilant. And I'll get into that a little bit later. I'm going to talk about my story, which I never have, I don't think, on air before. So I have planned on doing that. So I hope I can get through it. But next story is something under the redacted bits there. Redacted names. My wife told me the thing after I found TFO. It gave me purpose, and due to several disabilities, I thought I had lost purpose. I should have made that my quote. That's what it says at the bottom. Yeah, I know. So that's something else the TFO has is they have these track-driven wheelchairs for disabled vets to get them out in the woods too. So that's kind of fun. So Scott says, hi, guys. Hi, Scott. Hi, Scott. All right. So here's the next one. I have met a great network of veterans and their families and have been fortunate enough to share activities that I love with people who also love it, but may have much more limited access to those activities. I truly believe that the Fallen Outdoors saves lives. And I truly believe that too. Because that's one of the biggest problems with a lot of vets is, especially with the ones with the more severe PTSD, is they will end up being reclusive or have a tendency to do that, which doesn't help at all. In fact, one of the indicators, well, we're not talking about 22 yet, but one of the indicators that someone is edging towards a more severe place on the suicidal tendency spectrum is that they start being more and more reclusive, and they start separating from their friends, their family, the activities they used to love. So it's like depression on steroids. Yep. Okay, I still fight depression, PTSD, and a few other issues, but I hope that my story can help other vets realize we are not alone and we all matter. Pride and stubbornness are our worst enemies. We need to swallow our pride and ask for help rather than bottle everything up. Don't we, dear? Yes, we do, dear.
I wasn't being too pointed with that, was I?
Oh, Donald, I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. Don, are you a veteran?
Yeah, there's a quick question. So here's the next one.
The bonded feeling of uniformed service never dies. The Fallen Outdoors provides those camaraderie opportunities for friends, some we've never met. But I think this quote says it best. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall always be my brother, said the great Willie Shakespeare.
Yep. He spelled William wrong, didn't he?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. But that is so true. You wouldn't believe, I mean, just as every once in a while I run across another guy wearing like these veterans hats that we sometimes wear. I'm going to talk about why I wear mine too. I actually did a short on it once. So, but you know, just you are a band of brothers that have went through stuff that other people won't understand.
Even spouses.
Even spouses.
You could talk about difficulties we've had because I was not part of your team.
Yeah. But one of the things I want to point out that what causes a lot of PTSD, what I think causes, I mean, I'm no expert. Actually, she is, but I'm not. But I, you know, one of the things that I have come to understand is a lot of veterans will join the military because we're good people. I mean, we want to help somebody. We want to help our country. We want, you know, we want to do good things. You know, we want to help protect our country and fight for our country and do good things.
Save the world.
Yeah, we want to save the world. We want to do good things. But then when you get into the military, and especially when you get into combat, you are trained and taught and have to do bad things.
To people who may not deserve it.
Right. So you have to do bad things. And that's a big conundrum in your brain. You're good people doing bad things. And that's what I think is one of the causes of the stuff.
There are other causes of it too.
But that's one of the things. So here's the next one. I've got a whole bunch of these, so we're going to go through them and then we'll talk a little bit later. And then we'll talk about Bigfoot stuff.
This is actually related to Bigfoot.
This is all related to the Bigfoot stuff. Believe it or not, we're getting there.
So, good evening. I've been with the Fallen Outdoors for about 6 years, and in 2017, I attempted and thankfully failed in my attempt to end my life. I was in a very sad and dark place and didn't feel like I could keep going. So-and-so was instrumental. So so-and-so probably from the Fallen Outdoors. Was instrumental in helping me and was very supportive. I will never be able to repay the camaraderie and support that helped me get through and past those dark days. I still fight depression, PTSD, and a few other issues, but I hope that my story can help other vets realize that we are not alone and that we all matter. That comes up. We are not alone and we all matter. Those two phrases come up a lot. Maybe you could talk to our audience a little bit about how sometimes when you come back from the military and you try to reintegrate into civilian life that you don't feel like you matter anymore.
Well, because you're not.
Just share your story.
All right. Is this the point we want to share my story? What is my story?
Well, you've got so many pieces to your story. The piece I'm thinking about is how you mattered when you were in the military and you got out here into civilian life and nobody gives it F.
Right. Well, there's parts. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. It's like, I'm going to
just be honest.
This may sound weird, but I'm going to steal a line from Rambo. I know it's a fictional character.
Based on reality.
But there was a line from Rambo that really got me. And what it was is his lines. When I was in the Army, I was in charge of $1 million equipment. And, you know, I drove tanks and flew planes and then I got back here and nobody will give me the time of day, you know.
So, for instance, real life example. When you were in the military, you were doing field surgery on broken bodies and putting people back together. And when you got here, you about got a lawsuit for giving a kid an EpiPen.
Yeah. That's true.
Because you weren't trained to give a kid an EpiPen.
Yeah.
But you'd put bodies back together before.
Yeah.
You know. And
yeah, I was a combat medic, so
so there's an and had you spent $50,000 to do a 9-month course in medical school, you could have been a PA, but they didn't recognize your military training. So, you get back to the civilian world and you're like, no one cares.
Yeah.
And so what does that do for your sense of purpose?
Yeah, it kills it. I mean, I had done stuff that paramedics in ambulances can't do,
Put bodies back together.
Well, yeah, I actually saved a 16-year-old Kuwaiti girl. And in case you didn't know, during the Desert Storm, after we liberated Kuwait, Iraq, Saddam Hussein had taken the entire population of a country. Well, it's a city country, basically. City-state. And had put them in concentration camps in Iraq. And then when we liberated Kuwait, he let them go in the middle of the desert and told them to walk back Kuwait a couple 100 miles across the desert. So we were doing patrols, and we weren't allowed to go into the desert either because they set up the military, political crap. Well, so we were trying to find these people who were trying to walk across the desert, and we ran across this family, mother and father and about 6 kids, who had been walking across the desert for a couple days, no water, no nothing. And one of the daughters was severely dehydrated and she collapsed. I mean, right in front of me. And we could not get an IV in her arm. Well, I did what's called a cut down, where you cut the vein out of the arm and then you stick it in there and you put the vein back in. Well, I guess you can't do that in civilian world, but you can in the military. And I saved her life. But, being trained to do stuff like that and not being able to do it.
An EpiPen.
Not being able to stick a kid with an EpiPen that had a bee sting,
yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Let's look at what Lester says.
What?
Put that up. Here, I'll put that up. All right. Lester says he was a demo specialist and wasn't qualified enough to work in the local steel mill where I now work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's read another testimonial from How the Fallen Outdoors. I've already read that. That was the last one. Okay. So
here we go.
All right. So this testimonial about what the Fallen Outdoors got me back fishing and socializing with other vets. It's a fantastic group of people. And then the next one.
Going.
Half a century later, I learned to quit hiding my baby killer service in the 60s, talking about Vietnam, and take pride in being in the tiny, tiny minority of Americans who assume the ultimate responsibility of citizenship.
Yeah, I like how he put that. The ultimate responsibility of citizenship.
Go off screen. What's that? What's that? Starship Troopers. Remember Starship Troopers? If y'all haven't watched the dumbest movie of all time, go watch Starship Troopers and then watch Idiocracy. Both what? Ooh, that would be a great double feature sometime. Anyway, in Starship Troopers, you remember that? They're fighting the bugs, but not everyone is a citizen. To become a citizen, you actually have to serve in the whatever their starship. You have to serve in the military. And I think a lot of times what we're seeing in our country now is we have got 300 million citizens, but they're not really citizens. And I don't mean like anything legal or illegal, but they haven't paid a price. They haven't. Freedom is never free, and they haven't paid the price of freedom. So they don't know what being a citizen really is. Okay. I was in an airplane. AWACS. What is that?
It's like a big radar plane. Making
sure no one was trying to fly over y'all and drop stuff. Okay. And she says Citizenship is a great book. I don't know if I've heard of the book. But anyway. Moving on.
All right. So
Next slide.
next slide is this is a
a
long
long
one. Okay, so here we go.
Oh, yes. They shared this at the dinner the other night. My husband injured his back in August, had his first back surgery in November, and then I fell down the stairs and broke 3 bones in my ankle, needing surgery myself. My husband had a second back surgery 3 weeks ago. During this time, we've had help cleaning our gutters, and someone came in and installed a new water heater for us. We also got seats for the Oregon banquet, this banquet that we went to a few nights ago. Mike got to go out and fish with someone just after his back injury, and due to his back, he hasn't been able to go again yet. Amazing group of people. It's like everyone has your back. It's amazing. The people are awesome and are there when we need them most. So it's more than just camping and fishing and hunting. It's taking care of each other.
Yeah, it is. So, do we need to do one more?
I think so. I think you need a break.
I need a little break. So here's something that's coming up, and I want you guys to pay close attention and share this with your friends.
Yes.
Because we need to get entries. We haven't got any entries
Have
yet.
You actually put this up on YouTube yet?
I have.
Okay, so go.
Hello, Bigfoot enthusiasts. Scott here from Squatch America, and I'm here today, rainy day on Mount Hood. Is there any other day on Mount Hood? Anyway, I got something very exciting to talk to you about. Squatch America and the Bigfoot Roundtable folks are actually sponsoring a Bigfoot science fair. Yeah, it's going to run from April through November. We need you to get your greatest Bigfoot evidence gathering idea together and send it to squatchamerica@gmail.com, and the Bigfoot Roundtable will be reviewing them as they come in. And then at the end of November, the beginning of October, in our October episode of the Bigfoot Roundtable, we will announce the winners. The top 3 places will be prizes. So if you want to join the science fair, check out the information on the screen right here. And all you have to do is create a video of your idea and then submit it to squatchamerica@gmail.com. Just email us a link or email the video, and we will be reviewing it on the Bigfoot Roundtable. All right, get your submissions
in.
in.
Hey guys, this is our chance to get our asses off the couch and like do something creative. So let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yep. So here's one. This is the last one we're going to share, and then we'll talk about this. We got some time, but anyway, here we go.
The weekend I got the trip with so and so at Diamond Lake. I was going camping with no intentions of coming back. That trip has gotten me this far.
Yep. So you don't think that going out and hunting and fishing in Bigfoot can save lives? For a vet, it can. We told you that this started with the number 22. Yeah. 22 a day. Veterans take their lives at 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And I know I'm not allowed to say that word on YouTube, but screw you, YouTube.
22 veterans unalive themselves every day.
Yep. Every day. So.
Like that Lee said, catch 22.
Yeah. So. That's why we partner with the Volun Outdoors. That's why we do what we're doing with them. And this is where I'm going to
Okay, that's why we ask you to support us with your dollars. What
Yep.
were we able to do?
What's that?
When we went to the oh, are you going to talk about that?
Well, in a minute, but yeah, go ahead.
When we went to the banquet, and we want to thank you for this. When we went to the banquet on Saturday night, we were able to write a check as a donation. If they had asked us to do that even 6 months ago, we would not have had the means to give the monetary amount that we were able to give on Saturday night. But we were able to give a bigger donation than we've actually ever been able to give any other cause before in our lives. That's why we ask people to support us financially.
So as a YouTube supporter, if you join us on YouTube, if you go over to our Patreon and support us there, and the Buy Me a Coffee money, all that goes to
It helps us support
help
them.
us support the Fallen Outdoors. That's
Not just with trips, but when we can write a check, we write, and we actually write a check every month to them. We don't go to church and tithe to a church. We give an offering to the Fallen Outdoors every month.
So, like I said, we are the Bigfoot division of the Fallen Outdoors, and this is their official logo for that. That's our logo combined with the American flag and their name.
We did not design that. Their people did that.
Yeah, their people did that. So what we're doing is, with the money that we get from you all, from our YouTube, watching our channel, sharing our channel, joining us as a member of our channel, or that $5 a month goes a long ways. It really does. If you want to go over to our Patreon,
you can go anywhere from $5 to $100 a month.
Yeah, there if you want, and that helps us to also take veterans out. We have several trips planned this summer, and then we're going to be going down south and doing some more down there. We're doing a couple in Oregon this year, and then we're going to go probably do some in New Mexico later. But like I said, the Fallen Outdoors is a national organization, and that's why we do what we do. So, of course, me being a vet myself, this 22 a day bothers me a lot. And this is where I was going to say, I'm going to be honest with you guys. There has been times I have sit with my gun in my hand. And Hannah can attest to it. And this going out Bigfooting. Oh, thank you.
Where's the thing? Where's the thing? You have to play the thing for
We have to play the thing. Here
we need a party.
I know. It's right here.
Yeah.
Very much. And Bigfooting, to be honest with you, has actually saved my life. Having a goal, spending time in the woods, going out with friends like Scott and Renee and all you guys, Janice, hanging out, going in the woods with you guys and having a purpose has actually helped me a lot. So being able to take these vets out really means a lot to me. So there's that.
Y'all are making my husband cry.
I know. I'm getting through it. Okay. So anyway, so
that's our presentation. That's it.
That's it. That's what I got tonight. So like I said, we're not kidding. We take every dime we get from our YouTube and all that stuff, and that's what it goes for, us being able to do that. All right.
So just so you know that your dollars aren't going to keep me in reflection pool nail polish. That's my day job.
Yeah, that's our day jobs.
So
and how we get to go out and do Bigfoot stuff is we sell t-shirts at Bigfoot festivals, and I get paid to speak at those. That's how we keep the day-to-day on. But all our YouTube money, all our Patreon money, the buy me a coffee money, and all that stuff goes straight to the vets.
So anyway, that's our presentation for tonight. I think we need to sing a song or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, but anyway.
All right, so there's that.
So let's talk about where are we headed.
Where are we headed? Well, we need.
Well,
to talk
after this, we're gonna go get some fish and chips.
Yeah, because we're on the coast, and you got to do that on the coast. Though the best fish and chips I ever had was in the middle of Arizona, in the desert. Chino Hills, Arizona. Believe it or not. Let's see. Coming up. Where's our coming up stuff? I can never find the buttons. I have to scroll forever.
Got too many buttons here.
I haven't crossed out this thing yet, have I?
All right. So Sportsman's and Outdoor shows
those
are
done.
done. Fallen Outdoors Oregon Banquet. That was last Saturday. Our next appearance will be in Forks, Washington at the Forks Sasquatch Days over Memorial Day weekend. And I know that Don Endicott is going to be there.
Yep.
So look it up online. We'll be there then. And then we will be in Elgin doing the excursion train. Then we're all over the place because we have to come back down from Washington into Elgin, back up into Washington to do the Meadowline Falls Bigfoot Festival, and then the Blue Mountain Bigfoot Festival. Now, guess what I put in your last email, folks? I put a link to the VIP dinner. Now, here's the thing about the the very important person dinner. Of course, it's about our guests, but it's about you because you are very important people. If you spend $50, I take it you're going, why would I spend $50 on a taco bar? Well, one, because David McGuire from the Oregon Trail Restaurant is catering that, and they're going to be the best tacos you ever had in your life. But the second thing is that once festival expenses are covered, the proceeds go to Fallen Outdoors. So again, we're not doing a festival to get rich. And some people explain, man, these Bigfoot festivals are so expensive. Well, they're expensive to put on, but most of them are donating to a charity of some sort.
Right. So if you come to the Blue Mountain Bigfoot, and if you're VIP, you get to meet this guy, Tom.
You get to have dinner with him.
You get to have dinner with him. Native American or Native Canadian, I have to put it that way.
They really are Americans.
No, yeah, American. And you'll get to see him and his wife do
prayers and dances.
That'll be a kind of awesome in their traditional. You'll get to meet this guy
in person.
He wrote the Bluff Creek Project. He's the one who went and found where that famous Patterson Gimlin film was filmed. And plus he's a retired U.S. Forest Service Ranger, and he's going to admit that they believe that they know Bigfoot's around.
He's retired now, so he can talk all he wants.
He can talk all he wants, and you'll get to meet this guy here.
Not at the dinner.
He's not going to make
He's not going to be there. No.
But he'll be there the next day.
He'll be there for the whole festival. So if you work on the weekends, now's the time to get that weekend off. Read your flipping emails. I send out 810 emails a week, and about 12 people open them up.
Yeah.
So, and that's also a place where you can get hooked up with a t-shirt. And by the way, if you go to where it says get your coffee mugs and t-shirts at the Squatch America shop there's a button at the bottom of the email. There are designs there that we don't sell at the festivals. And there are sizes. You can get kid sizes, you can get different colors, you can get hoodies, long sleeve, lots of things that we don't sell at festivals and keep on hand. So that's where you want to get your t-shirts. Okay.
Okay. So like I said, the next place we're going to be is this one.
Yes. Yep. Forks Sasquatch Days. And we're going to be there with Thomas Seawood.
Tom Seawood.
And also Robert Alley, Rich Germeau, Amy Bew, Cindy Goodbreak, and Shane Corson. It's
from the Olympic Project.
Fantastic. And apparently the way this is set up is that they get the woos on one side and the non-woos on the other side. I'm going to be walking the balance beam between the two sides. It's going to be fun.
All right. So anyway, and if throw in the chat if you know what's famous about Forks, Washington.
You did it
I
again.
do it on purpose.
I know.
There's an R in that word. Forks is next to a place called La Push.
Where are we going to be on May 1st?
What's May 1st?
Actually, on May 1st, what's the next one? Oceana is the next place we're headed.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're just headed up to the coast. We're taking a few weeks at each campground.
May 1st, we will be in
Ocean City,
Washington.
Yeah, Ocean City, Washington. We'll be there from April 30th through May 20th or something like that.
21 days or whatever.
Yep.
So
Lee said it, Twilight.
Twilight.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'll.
They have sparkly vampires and werewolves in Forks, Washington.
I was always Team Jacob. Stupidest vampire series that was ever written, but I was Team Jacob the whole way. He could rip his shirt off any day. They'll be in Newport. So we're gonna be a whole state away.
Yeah.
North
of you. So you should change your plans and go to Ocean City.
Yeah, Ocean City.
It's just as good as Newport.
Yeah.
It's got an ocean.
Daisy's been dragging me into the ocean every day since we got here. She loves the
we
waves.
have an ocean right here next to the
5 minutes away.
5-minute
walk.
5-minute walk in the sand right that way. And you're in the ocean.
Yeah.
And I found a sand dollar the other day.
Yeah, where is it? Where'd you put it?
That's right.
I hope I didn't break it. Here's the sand dollar he found, and it's
full of sand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still coming out. I even shook it. Oh my gosh.
There's the sand dollar.
Yep. Just dump it on there and I'll dump it up. There you go. Okay.
My shoes are full of this stuff. Anyway. And it's intact. It's like, look at that. It's, you often find these broken, but you very rarely find an intact one.
Yeah. So anyway, and he said, La Push is where the werewolves come from. And we're going to be checking that whole area out while we're there.
There are a lot of Squatch stories up there.
Yes, we're going to be doing a lot of Squatch stories. We'll be doing some Squatching and look forward to our videos coming back. Finally, I mean, we've been doing these sportsman shows and it's been a pain in the butt, but
I think, can we make an announcement about sportsman shows?
Yeah.
We're done with them.
Yeah.
We're done with sportsman shows.
They were killing us.
They kill us energetically, financially, they kill us. So, I think we're good. Next year, we've got a lot more in the woods time planned out.
Yeah.
So more long form videos.
And we want to travel where you guys are and go out with you.
So please be in New Mexico because we're going to be spending a lot of time in New Mexico. We do have a lengthy gig in New Mexico coming up, but we're back.
And we're back.
Starlink is having trouble linking these days from where we are.
I guess they've been having some solar problems. It's a solar maximum or whatever, a lot of solar flares. It's been messing up our Starlink. So
anyway, Wisconsin.
That's the only time
we've been wanting to go to Wisconsin. We've been invited to Wisconsin. Every time we're invited, something explodes in Wisconsin, like riots and things. It's like, what are y'all are just crazy. Anyway.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
The geometry in the features of sand dollars is the same as that in a magnetic field. As all things are made of fields, this is why the sand dollar has some of its geometry. You mean this little... it's like, I think it's all gone. And then is that why the little bit there?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
That's cool.
This will never stop leaking sand. I think it produces sand.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we want to plan to do some more stuff with actually you guys. So we're gonna if you get a chance, go to the comments below and just type in their state.
It is not a weed leaf, Renee. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Renee, it's over. I'm going to text break up with you right now. Where's my phone? Anyway, so.
Not all places in Wisconsin explode, just Kenosha, right?
Yeah.
That's where I've been invited to is Kenosha.
Yeah.
But
Well, we got friends in Wisconsin. So
I would love to explore all of the Great Lakes area.
Yeah.
That's something we have not done. We have not spent any significant time in the Great Lakes.
So we'll be headed that way. Anywho.
Well, we're a little early.
Let's see if we got anything else we need to share. Do we need to share anything else? Yeah. Make sure you share with all your friends or come up with some ideas yourself and submit it to squatchamerica@gmail.com.
Yes, get your ass off the couch and invent something.
Yeah, because the folks that I'm a part of with the
Bigfoot
Roundtable are going to be.
They want to judge things.
Yeah,
they want to get all judgy.
Yeah, we're going to be the
Shark Tank.
The Shark Tank of the Bigfoot world.
Nikki is all down with that.
Yeah,
she is ready. She is ready.
Yeah,
for that.
Oh, we got the new member thing. I did the wrong one. Okay.
Oh, okay. So play this for Leanne, for Lee. That was the thank you for Lee.
That was the thank you for Lee.
So, but super chats, I mean, it all goes to the same place. So.
Yeah. Alrighty. So
now we're invited to Dodge County, Wisconsin. Okay. I will forget that. Just
I'll write that down. Dodge County, Wisconsin, with my Squatch America pen.
With his name on it.
Some folks from
that's upside down.
Yeah.
From Klamath.
From Klamath. No, actually, the folks are from.
Oh, no, not Klamath. Coos Bay.
Coos Bay. Gifted us
yeah.
that.
Okay, there's your. It is hotter than Hades in here.
Was it?
Dodge County, Wisconsin. Dodge. So, is that somewhere you want to get the hell out of?
All righty.
All right. I don't know how you read your writing.
I do.
All right. Well, guys, it is. Oh, look, Donald Fuller, member for 5 months.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So you get the thing. All right. Well, I gotta. Oh my gosh, I've lost everything. I can't get the chat undone. Oh, there we go. All right.
Okay, so.
Yep, he said, "Get the hell out of Dodge."
Just remember, you need to get the hell out.
All right, we've been to Dodge City.
Well, it is time. The fish and chips place closes at 7, so we need to get the hell out of the paddy wagon and get to the fish and chips, right?
Yeah.
But
so
what?
Go ahead.
Well, just remember that.
Oh, wait, I was going to say thank you for putting up with the non-Bigfoot stuff tonight, but we appreciate you guys. It's important to us, and hopefully you got to know us a little bit more.
You got to see him cry. I hate to see him cry. It always makes me feel really bad. But just remember that our job is to make you cry and to investigate the unexplained.
Not to explain the uninvestigated.
So until next week. By the way, before we go sign off, please smash the like button. That's really a bad thing to do. Just nicely click the like button. We don't need any smashing going on in front of children. Click the like button. Make sure you subscribe and share this with all your friends. And until next week, you keep watching
and we'll keep squatching. And we have a silly new song.
That damn Sasquatch.
Squatch America.